This is In Focus News. Hello, I'm David Gibbons.
And I'm Lyndall Rogers. Thanks for joining us.
Seventh-day Adventists in Australia are using a new method to train their intern ministers, and it's having astounding results. A new supervision program was started 4 years ago, and interns are now 4 times more successful in winning converts than in previous years. Before the new program began in 2005, each intern had an average of 2.4 baptisms in 2 years. But last year, interns averaged an incredible 9.5 baptisms during their internship, and the figures should rise again in 2009.
We are really committed to the future of ministry in Australia. We are eager to see our church grow, and we're wanting to do everything that we possibly can to equip our young pastors, those who are young in ministry, in soul-winning activities.
The new method of supervising interns means more time training the pastors who supervise them, and it also gives interns more responsibility.
The Adventist Church has sharpened the skills of its frontline evangelists from Australia, New Zealand and the South Pacific. 3 days of in-service training in Sydney gave the evangelists several hundred ways to improve their soul-winning skills. Lectures gave details of successful church growth projects and presented new research confirming the Adventist view that in prophecy a day equals a year. Collectively, these evangelists run about 1,000 meetings each year to encourage the public to consider Christianity. Per capita, the Adventist Church has one of the highest numbers of evangelists of any Christian denomination in the world.
New Zealand's Seventh-day Adventists are rethinking the focus on their church services. Traditionally, children are not counted in the size of church statistics and are referred to as the Church of Tomorrow. According to Kylie Ward, Children's Ministry Leader of the New Zealand Pacific region, kids are important and have a lot to offer local congregations.
We've got a great resource with children. They're colourful and they're energetic and they're filled with faith that encourages our hearts. Yet how many children we have is anybody's guess. So the Kids Count campaign is intentionally going out to find out how many children we have across the NZPUC.
This year, Ward is working with the Asian Church in Auckland, the Mosaic Church in Palmerston North and the Powerhouse in Wellington to help these congregations intentionally plan weekly kids activities at church. There are 14 million Seventh-day Adventist members around the world, but an additional 16 million attend the church meetings, many of whom are children.
The Lower Tumen Seventh-day Adventist Church in Mount Hagen, Papua New Guinea has been destroyed. Floodwaters that have ravaged the Western Highlands province of Papua New Guinea have left hundreds homeless. 3 months of continuous rains have caused the river to change its course, and it now flows through the Lower Tumen Adventist Church building. Floodwaters have also destroyed the church pastor's garden, which supports his family of 9. Church members have tried to divert the floodwaters away from the church, but failed due to the strong currents.
The 10 largest churches in the world are made up of small cell groups, according to an active elder from Melbourne's Gateway Church. 10 years ago, IT professional Johnny Wong worked with church youth to plant the first Adventist church in inner-city Melbourne. It was based on a collection of cell groups rather than a conventional church structure. Recently, Melbourne Gateway planted 2 more churches and is constantly creating new cell groups. Its members come from 20 countries, mostly in Asia. 200 former Gateway members have planted new churches in the centre of major cities in the United States, China, Indonesia, Hong Kong and New Zealand.
The Seventh-day Adventist Church in the South Pacific is spearheading a new system to increase efficiency and resiliency in organisational operations. Enterprise risk management is a system designed to ensure risks are managed and reported in a coordinated and systematic way.
Risk management is more than insurance. The key is to know what your risks are and how to effectively manage those risks by putting controls in place.
There are over 14 pilot sites scheduled to begin using the new system in the South Pacific over the next 12 months, and it will take up to 5 years before the system is implemented throughout the region.
And in this week's colour edition of Record, 30 prisoners in a Papua New Guinea jail are baptised. It was the 3rd baptism in the jail in 8 months.
Churches hold concerts to raise money for the new Adra Community Centre in Blacktown, New South Wales.
And the South Pacific President, Barry Oliver, says that the church should be a part of the community and not a community apart.
Are you watching the full half hour of In Focus on Hope TV each week?
You can also watch segments of the program online as well. Thanks for watching. I'm David Gibbons.
And I'm Lyndall Rogers. We'll see you next week.